Hi, welcome back to the Calista Primary School. Now, remember last time we were talking about using branches to make a woven wall? Well, I've cut some and I've made some arches that I'm going to cover with this plastic. And I've got some broccoli babies I'm going to plant into here. So remember when we take them out, I've tipped them over. I'm very gentle, try not to touch the roots. Dig that like that. So we'll do some more. Now, because it's a sunny day, I will water these babies, but I'm just going to show you if we go like this. It doesn't have to be a tricky structure, it can be very simple. Just remember to tuck down all of your edges, and you could even just grab that brick and pop it there. And that's a simple way to keep your veggie seedlings warmer, and there might be a few frosty nights to come yet. Alright, so we're here to pick some mint for Kylie's beautiful calzone recipe. Now, we're lucky to find some. At this time of year, it's just starting to grow again. So we've got some here, but you can see there's a mint runner. So that's how they grow, with these long legs or arms, and they come out and they'll take root and start growing everywhere. This, oh my goodness, these smell beautiful. See how much we might need. Let's grab a few more.
I can smell that from here.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? Really fresh. Really fresh. Alright, and again, we're going to pick some oregano. And you can see these are all the long bits that I didn't cut back after summer flowering. So at this time of year, you'll probably find in your gardens, they're just starting to grow back. But this one's doing quite well. So we've got a lot of new growth. So we just pick the nice, clean, fresh shoots. There we go. And we are so lucky that our chard and silver beet has survived over the winter too, because this is a nice little protected spot. So we're going to pick some beautiful leaves. You might actually need a knife. No, fingernails work. That's what we've got them for. Look at all the beautiful colours. You get pink, you get yellow, there's a bright orange. Beautiful colours. And look at that beautiful red. So many beautiful colours. Sometimes you even, and we don't have one at the moment, we've got a little baby one here, I'll just show you. Sometimes you can get chard that actually has the red leaf too, and we all know that eating lots and lots of different colours is what our bodies need. There we go. Alright, so last ingredient for our calzone is going to be leek. How much I love a leek. I love a leek so much. Look at my fairy friend. Into the beautiful basket. I think we'll get two. Because you know, at supermarkets you can get such big fat leeks, but sometimes in the home garden we just have these beautiful little ones. That's it. See you later.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Calista Quarantine Kitchen. Please remember when you're cooking this week to cook with adult supervision. Tonight we are going to be cooking calzone, or as some people say calzone, calzone, depending on your pronunciation. Calzone is like an inside-out pizza, traditional recipe from Italy from the 1700s, and it means stocking. So it's like stuffing stocking, but an inside-out pizza. So tonight we're going to make ours with some feta, ricotta, some beautiful green stuff that we picked in the garden with Sonia. So we've got some leek, some mint, some fresh oregano, lots of beautiful silver beet, rainbow chard. I've added a bit of spring onion and a bit of spinach, a bit of nutmeg and a bit of pepper. You can put anything you like into this recipe. It's really good with a tomato base, with ham, you could do it with salami, you can do it with sausage, you can do it with pumpkin and pine nuts and mushrooms, anything. It's absolutely delicious and it's super easy. So I have already made the pizza dough, and I will put a link on the video to the video where I make the pizza dough. And I'm going to go through this basket. I'm going to pick all of my herbs and wash my silver beet and my leek. So I'm not going to film that, it's not very exciting, and I'll be back when I'm done. So we've washed all the greens and herbs and things. So in here I've got some baby spinach. I chopped the leeks. Now the leeks from our garden at school are quite small, but they're really tasty. So just kind of bite-sized. And with the herbs, I just pulled the leaves off. I haven't chopped them or anything. I've just thrown them straight in as is. And then our rainbow chard and silver beet, really roughly chopped, like nice big chunks of it. So I'm going to pop that in there with the other greens. Then I'm going to quickly chop up some spring onions. Oh. Get rid of the hairs. I'm not measuring anything tonight. I'm kind of just playing it by ear. And I will taste the filling before I make the calzone. You can't really go wrong with it. So long as it tastes good, it's going to taste good when it's cooked as well. And I have lots of cheese, which is always a good thing. You can never have too much cheese. Alright, so spring onion in. Those ends can go out. Alright, feta. I'm not going to add any salt to the recipe because the feta is very salty anyway. And I think I'll use, I'll see how it looks, maybe only half. Just really roughly chopping it up so that you get it mixed well through the other cheese. I think I'll use all of it. There's quite a lot of greenery there. Then the ricotta. Oops. So this is smooth ricotta. You can use the other ricotta, but I really like this one in a calzone because it's super creamy and it tastes really good with nutmeg. Alright. And I'm just going to mix it together. sure you get the ricotta mixed really well through, because it'll kind of form into clumps. But it's reasonably easy to break up. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to add some pepper. And then I'm going to grate some nutmeg in. So I'm not going to use a lot, probably less than half a nutmeg I would say. You want it to enhance the taste of the ricotta, not overwhelm it. This is a tough nutmeg. Oh, here we go. That's probably enough, I think. Wonderful. Good luck. Then I'm going to mix that through, and then I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to clear off my bench, ready to roll out the pizza dough. So, by the magic of YouTube, I'll be back in a second. So I've got my pizza dough that's been proving for just over an hour tray. So I'm going to start by spray oiling the tray. There for a second, and I have enough dough here to probably do 5 pizza and or calzone. So I'm actually making both tonight, but we are going to just make one calzone. So So I've used wholemeal spelt flour as usual for my pizza dough because I love the flavour of it, and it's nice and rubbery. So I'm going to roll it out exactly the same way I would for pizza. So form it into a nice ball. And then into as much of a circle as you can manage. Going a bit skewy here. Now, because you're going to be folding it over, you want it to be reasonably thin, otherwise you're going to end up with it being very, very doughy. Pretty good to me. So I shall roll it up and over and onto the tray, and then I'm going to put the mixture just on one half of it. Now this will cook down quite a bit once the silver beet and spinach and stuff starts cooking. So I'll fill it right up. I'm going to fold this half over that half. Oh, might have filled it just a little bit too much. And then I'm going to roll the edges in to stop the filling coming out while it's cooking. You kind of just want to turn it like this so that the edges are almost look like a pasty, I guess. It just stops all the cheese and things running out onto the tray while it's cooking. Alright, that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to poke it with a fork that I've forgotten to get, so that the air can escape, although I suspect it would have been okay anyway because it has a few holes in it. And I always spray mine with a little bit of oil on the top, just so you can get a nice brownness to it. And that's it. So I shall put that in the oven, and it shouldn't take too long to cook, maybe 10 to 12 minutes, on a very hot 250 degree oven. I shall let you know how long it is exactly when we take it out. Our calzone is ready to eat now, just over 15 minutes, and I just leave it until it kind of starts getting a bit of colour on it. It's quite hardish. So I've popped it off the tray, and I'm just going to cut it with a bread knife. It's going to be very cheesy, and you can slice it up like a pizza if you want to. Normally at school we slice each one into 8 pieces. I'm actually not going to slice it any further than that because we're going to have a big chunk tonight. So there we go. So a ricotta, feta and greens calzone. I hope you enjoy cooking this. It's super simple. If you come up with anything really delicious to put inside, please put photos up on the Learn at Home page on Facebook. That would be awesome to see your ideas. Enjoy your cooking, and I will see you next week. Enjoy. Bye.